Following breaking news. We're following breaking news out of Sacramento. The Capitol building has been evacuated at this hour. And Fox 40's Capitol correspondent Eytan Wallace is live at the state Capitol with the latest information. Eytan, we know that this happened just a couple of moments ago. We know that some workers have been evacuated. What's the latest? What does it look like out there?
Oh, yes, Bianca. Good morning to you and everybody in the Sacramento area. Well, exactly as you said, workers, the offices here, staff members, lawmakers, all evacuated from the historic Capitol building here. You see here on N Street here in downtown Sacramento, N and 11th Street on the south side of the Capitol where we are here. Definitely a police presence. You're looking at the entrance of the Capitol. This is really where normally at this time you would have elementary school students, tour guides. Even today they have an orchestra that's supposed to play inside the Capitol Rotunda. Well, none of them are entering right now because the Capitol is under evacuation. All staff members told to go home. Here's specifically what we know as of this morning. The Senate Deputy Secretary of Senate Human Resources sent an email to all staff members of the Capitol saying the Senate was made aware of a threat to the state Capitol. Law enforcement actively working to determine if the threat is credible. But an abundance of caution. All senators and Senate staff and assembly members and assembly staff should immediately leave the Capitol and, by the way, other facilities here as well, and work remotely from home until the situation is resolved. Now, important to note, Bianca, that yes, here at the historic Capitol building, everybody knows the one with the dome, and that's where the chambers are. Really only a handful of the main staff members work in that building, just the Senate President pro tempore staff and the Assembly Speaker staff and a few others. The vast majority of the others are actually one block south of here at the 9-story swing space building. That's the office building that houses the offices of the Assembly, of the Senate. That's where the majority of staff members work. That's also where the governor's office is. Now, we have confirmed the governor is not present here in Sacramento today. He is in Southern California today, so he is not here for any of this. And by the way, in terms of the closures, Capitol Park, that is totally closed off. That's why we can't really get past these bushes here, because CHP has closed off Capitol Park. And final thing I should say, and Bianca, you were there just this morning, because of the CIM marathon here happening this weekend, well, they already had some street closures in the area as it was. So those streets north and really, I should say, west of the Capitol, closer to the Tower Bridge, those are already closed off. So that's kind of unrelated. But as it pertains to the Capitol building, still closed off. I spoke with the tour guide here who says he's never really seen it closed off for more than an hour. So clearly they're still investigating this threat, whatever it is, to determine whether it was credible or not. Reporting live here at the state Capitol, covering local news that matters, Eytan Wallace, Fox 40 News.
Thank you so much for those updates, Eytan. And like you said, they're still investigating to see what exactly this threat is. And like you said, also on Sunday, we know the California International Marathon will be occurring with tens of thousands of runners and spectators there. I reached out to the executive director of the California International Marathon to see if they're going to be upgrading their security measures now that this is happening at the Capitol. And he got back to me in a statement. Scott Abbott said, quote, "We are in active communication with all local public safety agencies as more information is being gathered, and we will communicate updates, if any, regarding the impacts to the event through all channels," end quote. Again, the finish line of the California International Marathon right there on Capitol Mall, just a couple of blocks away from the state Capitol where this investigation is taking place.
Yep, now we got something else. I swear you got to have your head on a swivel living in this beautiful country of America. You got to take all threats serious, because the last marathon, well, nobody don't know what the hell this goddamn threat is, but the last marathon, I mean, attack was in Chicago, I believe. I don't know how many people died, I forgot, and everything, but it did happen. So we got something else, and hope everything and everybody be safe, and anybody who put in this threat, I mean, hopefully they don't go through with it and it's just a false threat. But yeah, it's always something. It's always something. So I'm gonna check back with y'all when I guess when more information come out. But this is crazy. I mean, we always lived in it's always been scary out here, nobody don't know their time, but it's always something going on. Always something going on. So I'll check back with y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think.